Let me tell you about Marcus. He's 28, makes $72,000 a year, good job, benefits, direct deposit every 2 weeks. On paper, Marcus should be fine. More than fine, actually. He should have savings, he should be building something real by now. But Marcus has $4,300 in his checking account and nothing else. No investments, no emergency fund, no retirement to speak of. If you asked any financial expert what went wrong, they'd say the usual things. Lifestyle creep, poor discipline, maybe too many subscriptions. But none of that is Marcus's problem. Marcus's problem is that he's the first person in his family to make real money, and nobody warns you what that actually costs. I'm Mayor, and this one's personal. Here's what society tells you. Work hard, get the degree, land the good job, build wealth. On the surface, the logic checks out, because if you make more than your parents ever did, you should be ahead of them by now. Until you realize that being the first to earn real money doesn't mean you're the first to keep it. There's a pattern that millions of first-generation earners fall into, and nobody in finance will name it. So I will. I call it the Family ATM. The Family ATM is what happens when you become the financial backbone of an entire household, sometimes an entire extended family, simply because you're the one who made it out. Not because anyone is greedy, not because your family is bad, but because the system never built a safety net for them, so you became one. Let me show you what this actually looks like. Marcus makes $72,000, and after taxes, health insurance, and his student loan payment, he takes home about $4,200 a month. Rent is $1,350, car payment and insurance runs $480, phone, groceries, gas, and basics eat up another $620. That leaves Marcus with about $1,750 a month. If you stopped the math right there, Marcus looks great. $1,750 in breathing room means savings, investing, a real future. But Marcus sends $800 a month to his mom for rent. He covers his younger sister's car insurance at $180. His cousin needed help with a security deposit 4 months ago, $1,200 never paid back. His mom's transmission went out in October. That was $2,400 on the spot. His aunt asked for $500 for a medical bill in January, and he said yes, because what else do you say? Add the random $50 here, the $100 there, the can you cash at me real quick that never gets mentioned again. All in, Marcus sends about $1,200 a month to his family, sometimes more. That's $14,400 a year, just gone. Now let me tell you about Devin. Also 28, also makes $72,000. Same company actually, same title, same city. Devin's a good guy, works hard, but Devin's parents own their home. They have retirement accounts. They don't need Devin's money and never ask for it. So that $1,200 that leaves Marcus's life every month, Devin puts it away, invests it, doesn't even think about it, just automatic transfers every payday. Same salary, same age, same job. But after 10 years, Devin has over $270,000 in invested assets, and Marcus has almost nothing. The gap isn't discipline and it isn't knowledge. The gap is that one of them is his family's entire financial plan and the other one isn't. $270,000. That's the cost of being the Family ATM over 10 years. Not because you bought a boat, not because you ate too much avocado toast, but because you loved the people who raised you and there was nobody else to call. Here's the part that actually makes me angry. Go watch any financial video, read any money book, listen to any podcast. They'll tell you to automate your savings, cut unnecessary spending, pay yourself first. And all of that is real, but none of it accounts for the person who is paying their mom's rent. None of it accounts for the $14,400 a year that disappears into a family that the economy left behind. The entire financial literacy industry was built for Devin, not for Marcus. And then society looks at Marcus at 35 with no savings and says, what happened? You had a good job, you made good money, what did you do wrong? Nothing. He did nothing wrong. He just played a completely different financial game on the same salary and nobody acknowledged it. Your parents' generation might not understand this either, and honestly, it's not their fault. Many of them grew up in an economy where a single income covered a household, where rent was $400, where you didn't need your kid's paycheck to survive. But we just didn't keep up. Housing tripled, medical costs exploded, and now an entire generation of parents genuinely cannot make it without their children's income. They're not taking advantage, they're surviving. And their kids, the Marcuses of the world, are quietly drowning while everyone assumes they're fine because the direct deposit hits every 2 weeks. A 2022 Pew Research study found that nearly 60% of young adults from lower-income families provided financial support to a family member in the previous year. Not 10%, not 20%, nearly 60%. But when was the last time a financial guru mentioned that number in their savings strategy? Never, because it breaks the narrative that wealth is purely a personal discipline problem. So let me reframe this. If you are the first person in your family to make real money and you feel behind, you're not lazy, you're not bad with money, you're not irresponsible. You are operating as a one-person social safety net in a country that refuses to build a real one. That's not a budgeting failure. That's a systemic failure being billed to your checking account. The family ATM isn't something you chose. It's something that was waiting for you the moment your first direct deposit hit. And the least anyone can do is stop pretending that every 28-year-old starts from the same place, because they don't, and they never did. If this video described your life or the life of someone you love, share it with them. Sometimes just hearing that there's a name for what you're carrying is enough to change how you see it. Hit subscribe if you want more like this. I'll see you in the next one.